2002 C5 Z06. Before we put the spark plugs back in on the passenger side, I want to get this dipstick in. So you see it's a long tube, cleaned it up, and it's got an O-ring at the bottom there. I believe this end is going to go in right by the starter. It's a little, you can see the starter there. And then it should be this bolt hole right here holding it in place. And I read that I might have to trim it with a Dremel, so we'll see. There's a 15 millimeter bolt that's going to hold it in place, and we'll get going from there. Alright, just kind of dropping it in and spinning it counterclockwise, pretty much got it into its location. I'm going to have to get underneath there and get that bottom part in. So the dipstick is in and loose. What I had to do up here was, as I pushed it down, I had to bend kind of in the middle. I had to bend this side up a little bit, and I had to bend this outboard just a little bit. That allowed me to wiggle it down. You can't see it in the video, but this is very close to reaching over there, but not quite. So I'm probably going to have to grind the bottom corner of this. Well, let me get underneath the car real quick. So that little black tube there in the front of the starter, I'm pointing at it here. That's where the dipstick goes in, and there's a lip as you push it down. When the, it'll basically bottom out. Just make sure you don't damage that O-ring. One other thing to note was I did have to pull the dipstick up a little bit just to get it out of the way. Otherwise it sticks out from the bottom and makes it more difficult to align the bottom. Alright, so just trying to thread it in here. There is some contact between this bracket and the top of the header. So I should have a good witness mark there. I'll come in with a Dremel and just grind that off. What a pain, but I was actually able to bend the dipstick down here around the third pipe, here around the second one, and then backwards a little bit, and then was able to get the bolt in. And make sure you check at the bottom that you're sitting pretty flush there, where the O-ring goes into the, I'll call it the pan, maybe the upper pan. Alright, that's the end of this video.